Today I've got a messy shag cut from Wille to show you. This is definitely not the style for everybody, but I will tell you guys, I have heard from many a wig sister who love this style. I have a story about her, and I'm going to share it with you now. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook, and I am here with Shag to bring you this review of Anima, and I'm really excited to be able to show you every different style I can get my hands on. I am your wig sister who will show you everything. Every color, every style. It does not matter if it's a style that I love, if it's a color that looks good on me, I will show it to you because I think every woman should be able to see something that will work for her, and we do not all like the same things. So if Anima isn't for you, I have got thousands of videos at my YouTube channel, truly. I also do tip videos and I show you how to work with your wigs, because sometimes you get a wig and it's not what you expected. So I hope you'll stick around, subscribe to my channel, like these videos, and follow along as I share everything, and I hopefully will help you on your wig journey at the same time. Shag is an online retailer that carries all the major name brands. They are great and definitely a place where you should look next time you're in the market for a wig. I will link this wig in the description box and put a coupon code. Try to catch one of their lives. They do them every week. They have huge discounts during the lives. I think right now they're every Tuesday afternoon, depending on your time zone, and you can really snag a great deal and see, I don't know, Amanda shows, she's usually on for a couple of hours, so she shows a lot of wigs during those lives. You don't want to miss it. The replay is always available on their YouTube channel and at their website for 24 hours after the live ends. Let's take a look at Anima all the way around, and then I'm going to tell you all about her. All right, Anima came out a few years ago. I wasn't sure about this one. I will be honest with you. She has a messy, choppy cut. And I'm certainly not the opinion expert on style of hair, and I of course have my own preferences, but what I've learned over 7.5 years of wearing wigs and 7 years of making videos, there is a head for every wig. There truly is a head for every wig. And after Anima was released, I cannot tell you how many wig sisters messaged me to tell me how much they love this style, how this was the style they'd been looking for. It's their go-to. It's their everyday shake and go. Looks like you didn't try very hard with your hair. Perfect no makeup style because it isn't polished and coiffed, and it just really truly is that bed head type of look. And I stood corrected because I really wasn't sure, because I'm not used to wearing styles like this. I generally had never even had a shag cut before I discovered wigs, and so I just want to tell you guys that, because I also want you to be sensitive to the fact that just because we may not like a certain style doesn't mean that nobody will. And I do know Anima has kind of a cult following. I mean, if she didn't, she wouldn't still be around. Wille does unique things with their caps sometimes that you really don't see other places, and I would say this is one of those things. This is, to me, barely worth having. It can help if you don't want to wear this with a full bang. I do still think it needs some help in the front, and I'll show that to you in a moment, but you can wear Anima with a full bang. If you don't want to, that does allow you to do a little bit of a side-to-side part of the bang and not have as great of a risk at seeing the hard front. We do have ear tabs with bendable stays, extended nape, Velcro adjusters, and the rest is open wefted. Pretty basic, standard. So let's talk about this lace front. And yes, she is very messy. This is, every Anima I've ever seen has looked like this. But, so basically, it is literally like here. This is all it is, right there. So if you don't want to wear this one with a full bang, and the bangs are long, you would have to trim them probably, I mean, unless you have a really wide forehead. I have a video showing how you can take a thinning razor to trim bangs. It's so easy. So you can easily trim these. You do not have to have a scissors. You do not have to pay someone because you're afraid your hands aren't steady enough to use a scissors. A thinning razor is the way to go. So let's say you don't want to do that. You could find where that triangle is and sort of part it. It doesn't lay perfectly. It would be nice if it were a little bit of a wider lace front. It helps a little. It does help a little, just not a lot. So I do think this one would look a lot better with a full bang. I do think you could take a little heat to this one if you don't want to wear a full bang. You do sort of have to smooth these out a little bit because some of the fibers want to be a full bang, and I did find that on previous Animas I've tried as well. So hopefully I didn't confuse you, but sometimes these quirky little things that manufacturers put on wigs are beneficial to some and not so much to others. So that's my 2 cents on that. And I've got to show you my headband because Anima is the perfect wig to be styling up with a big thick cloth headband, because here's what I know. A lot of the time when you're new to the wig journey, you don't know what's going to work for you. You see something and think, oh, I think I'll like that. And then you get it and you don't love it. And if you buy it sometimes you get it for a great deal. You buy it on clearance, or you miss the return window, or you've seen some of my tip videos and you're bound and determined to take my advice and try to make a wig work for you, but you're really scared to try. Sometimes you just need to style up your wig in the meantime. These thick cloth headbands make styling a wig possible for really anyone. You don't have to know how to style. It really does hide a myriad of challenges. If you're challenged with poof on a wig, if you feel like a wig looks like too much and therefore looks wiggy to you, if you're trying to hide visible permatease, there's so many reasons why a headband is such a problem solver. I'll link some of my favorites on Amazon below. I just want to remind you, the wig journey isn't perfect. It's not linear, and you may struggle a little bit. And so knowing how to work with your wigs, how to trim up bangs, how to style with accessories, how to take heat to a wig to get rid of face flopping. There's so many ways you can work this, and having a headband. Plus, I love it. The messy shag cuts, this is how I get on board with them, wearing them with a headband. I really actually do think a style like this is absolutely perfect for a headband, because now look at all those messy layers and how they spill around the headband. To me, that's the cutest. So if anything, I think this could be your headband wig. I actually have some wigs like that. I have a wig I always wear in an updo. I have a wig I always wear with a headband, and so on and so forth. This could be your headband wig. If you think you might like it but you're not sure, know that you can style it with a headband and probably love it that way. Let's talk about fit. Wille is a brand known for running smaller than average, more average petite, and I would say this definitely fits that bill everywhere except the circumference. I did cinch this in. I have a 21.5 circumference. I think this is going to fit up to 22 inches just fine. Normally Wille does. I used to have a 22-inch circumference before I lost a lot of weight. I was able to wear Wille then just fine. Where I don't get extra cap is up here. This fits my head like a glove everywhere else. So look at the description box below at my measurements. Compare them to yours. I really wouldn't be bigger than me, ear to ear or front to nape. Maybe like very slightly, but really if you're my measurement up there and smaller, I think you'll be fine. You can be bigger than me around your circumference, just not anywhere else. This is definitely running more average petite everywhere but the circumference. This wig does have some Permatease. We do have some traditional Permatease and just some crimpy fibers. I would say the traditional Permatease is all up here. The crimpy fibers are everywhere else. It does give this a bit of a fullness and really does enhance these layers so that it does look like it got some volume. I don't think it's got a lot of hair. It seems lower density, maybe low to moderate. But if you struggle with wigs always looking like too much, you look in the mirror and you think, oh my gosh, that's way too much. This one might be a struggle for you because it does feel really full up here. Again, the headband is the solution to that. Anytime you feel like a wig is too much, throw a headband on it. I have wigs that some days they're perfect and some days they're too much. Those are my headband days with that wig. It does fluctuate like that, so just know this one does feel pretty full and voluminous. It doesn't have a ton of Permatease. I've had wigs with tons more Permatease than this, but it does have some. Let's talk about this super popular color, light Bernstein Rooted. The code is 12.26.27. This is what I would call a light auburn color. So it's got some light auburn, light honey blonde. There's some reddish brown in here. It does have a root, a bit of a darker root, but you know what? It's a shadow. It looks very dark here because of how the camera shows it. It's not going to look like that in person, and it's very much a shadow. It doesn't look like a long root. It doesn't look like regrowth. You have to like your auburns, your reddish colors to like this color. Very much in the red family, in my opinion. Reddish, light auburnish, a little bit of blonde highlights. Beautiful, beautiful color. And personally, selfishly, I love the root because I'm a natural dark brunette. Roots are how I wear colors like this. Beautiful. Let's go outside, see this color outside. Let me know if you have any questions. Don't forget about 𝖨. See you soon. Take a look at Anima outside. This messy, shaggy cut. Max is up here with his ball, hoping that I will take pity on him and throw it. You might hear it bouncing off the deck periodically as he drops it to make sure that I know he has it. I do love this color, no question about it. This does remind me a little bit, especially in this iteration of the color, which can vary a little bit, I will say, with Elle and Wille. Sometimes their names have different color codes, so I'd always look at the color codes on Elle and Wille. But this reminds me a little bit of 17/23/R8 from 𝖳tu𝗂yi𝗌𝗂𝖾𝗇𝖽𝖾. Not quite as dark of a root. There you go. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.